Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Wintersent. Here I'm in Norway, and yeah, I just thought I'd update you on my Dargonic Oveelord the End deck profile, which is the deck I've been running ever since the End came out. And I started with Kagero, and it's my favorite deck. I haven't played for a few years, but I just put together deck again. Kind of made some changes with new stuff, and yeah, thinking about maybe trying to get back to the game a little. But yeah, so I thought I'd show you the deck, and yeah, let's start. So first, I start off with the Red Pulse Drago Kid, which I know Kandro is now not banned anymore, but I don't have it here with me, so I'll probably put him in. But I like Red Pulse as well because I like all cards that can help me not to clog, and I like to run as balanced deck as possible and avoid misrides as much as possible. And it's also good for getting stuff. It's a nice card that you can use very early on. For heals, yeah, that's the normal stuff. And then only 3 draws and 9 crits. I do this because before, almost all my losses were due to decking out, so I don't want that many draw triggers. And also, a 9th crit is something most people do not see coming, and they don't expect that, so it can be a nice finisher. And then for grade 1s is the Airmo Perfect card. It's nice to... I know I said I like decking out, but drawing is nice, and it's not obligatory, but it's nice if you're in a bad spot. And so when you discard, or after you've used his effect and guarded, if you have another copy of him, you get to draw a card and discard. And so you can essentially guard with him, drop another copy of him if you want to, and then you'll have a copy of him in the grave after his guard resolves, and then you start to draw and discard. Next up, Conroe. Don't know what to say. I like it, it's nice. Let me search for Overlord stuff without having to pay anything. And you can counter charge, I guess. 2 Monica. 10k booster is nice. I don't really like Generation Break that much because I like to focus on the Overlord, I mean the End and the X, like Legion, and I don't like to stride a lot, but stride is super easy to get off, like, just to get the effects, and it's still worth it, and it's a 7k without it. Then we got Gojo, because, yeah, consistency, I want to be able to draw cards and not clog or misride. I want to have as much balance as possible. And yeah, he's a nice early game, and 7k is good. Hypno Salamander, I hardly think many people will like it with me, but it's an old card that I'm just really fond of. Might switch him out, but thing is, I like to use him on the rear guards, and I want my open to be punished every time he lets my any of my like rear guard or vanguard hit his vanguard. That's grade 1s. Then grade 2s. For Burning Horn, basic 12k, not much to say. Armor of the Flame Dragon Bar, 3 of him. Really nice 15k intercept. If you have Generation Blast and doesn't cost any counter blast. I mean, yeah. 2 Dragonic Burnout, just because I don't own more. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with my lineup, so I don't mind really. And then the Nihalan, that's with Generation Break 1, it's an 11k, and then it can become a 16k. So yeah, and that's just standalone without any triggers or any boost. That's really nice. Say him and hit Nelson Amander, 22k. If it is the Vanguard, I get to retire 1 grade 1. Grade 3s. For the End. For the X, and won the legend. Reason? Well, it's a Flame Dragon, 11k, grade 3, use it for Stride Fodder, can ride him to use his skill. He's actually not that bad. He's actually really good. And no grade 3s aren't that bad, especially with good stats. And I balanced it out, so my grade 1 and 2 lineup is pretty good, and I have the draw potential to get what I need. And yeah, then the extra deck, or yeah, generation zone deck or whatever. I really don't have any cards for it at the moment, so it is more a like showing off the main deck. And yeah, here you see the whole main deck. I'll show what strides I have now, but it's just the 2 root flares, and then legend deck stuff like 2 vortex, which is really nice because you don't need to have anything in your you don't need to have anything flipped in your generation zone, so that's nice. And yeah, like him a lot, very easy to use. You play him on these guys when they're in Legion, and after the attack you can retire up to all the number of units in the Vanguard circle, and the heart counts as the Vanguard circle, and these both cards are in the heart, plus himself, you get to retire 3, so that's very nice. Then we have Novel Vague Express. For him, he's a finisher, you don't need 4 at all. Like, it's just because, as I said, this is the part of the deck that I haven't finished at all. It's the main deck that I've focused on. And I don't stride that much with this deck, to be honest, but I do want to get my hands on a couple of good strides, and then the generation heals. Then 2 of the A's, yeah, legend deck stuff, and good card. And then Neon Messiah. No, just because I have room, so just put everything I can. And also, well, of course, this was the first stride I got, or yeah, it was the first they ever made, and I instantly got it. So for a very long time, I used him all the time. Then I happened to pull one of these, 2 strides, and then I traded another one, and when Legend Day came out, I got to add these, got to add some couple of more new cards, and as I said, now I bought 2 of these, which I were missing for the longest of time. So yeah, that's it. You have any questions, just ask me. Any ideas, I'd be glad to hear them, and up for discussion. And maybe I could show some fun combos and strategies with this deck, but it's kind of pretty straightforward, like an aggressive control deck. Like, it's not a super rush, but it does have some rush potential for sure, as well as it has very good board control. These days there's so much striding that it's not always so easy to keep up with the decks of today, but I don't really have a problem with that, because I get so much pressure to my opponent with this deck early on, with the salamanders, and when I get to Legion, and yeah, a lot of strong stuff, big attackers, Nehalem, Burning Horn. Some people would probably say play more Nehalem over Burning Horn. Some say maybe Burning Horn over Nehalem. I like him. Well, he's a Flame Dragon, so you can kind of fetch him and you can boost him with Monica here for 10k, and doesn't need generation break. Also, it's the card I've used ever since the end was released, when I used to play with my brother a long time ago, when we got when I made this deck and he made his Majesty Lord Blaster back in Singapore. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I can upload more stuff about the deck. Any questions? Ask me. I can upload, as I said, combos. I can upload ideas I have for changes. Like I said, this card I'm not so sure about. Could add more Gojos, maybe a Conroe, maybe even a Bar. No, I really would like to play Bar because I always like that card, and I like the vanillas usually. I'd like to play Nehalem because so little text makes the card look so beautiful in my eyes. Which is why I'd like to get the gonna want to get my hands on the full art in the end. But then again, these have a lot of nostalgic value for me. But yeah, now I'm just rambling. I showed you the deck, so I'll see you later and hope you have a good day.